Alright guys, as promised, this is going to be part 2 on the series with this Mossberg 500 of mine. This is the actual, it's called the Tactical Turkey that I purchased last year. We did a video of me taking this gun and shooting it straight out of the box. Of course, I cleaned it and everything, but I wanted to check where my point of impact and point of aim was with the particular ammunition I was shooting, which I like shooting the Longbeard XR number 5s. What Chris is going to do is he's going to put a link up here one side or the other, and I suggest you guys go back and watch that video before watching this one, but the choice is yours. But anyway, what I've done in that video there, it was shooting a little high. My point of aim and point of impact wasn't the same, so I talked about in that video wanting to correct that problem, and that's what I've done. I've taken and purchased a red dot sight for my gun. Well, this red dot sight here is the Vortex Venom, and there was 2 of these that I was looking at. I was looking at this Vortex Venom versus the Vortex Viper. And you guys, you're probably gonna say, well, why did you go with the Vortex? Well, the reason I went with the Vortex myself is I've got a couple of their optics, and they've been really good to me over the years. So that's basically what I did. But what made me choose the Venom over the Viper is the location of the battery right here. In the Vortex Venom, the battery is here on top, which makes it convenient to change, and the Vortex Viper is not. You'd have to remove the sight to do that, and then if you do that, you're going to disrupt your sight and you'll have to re-sight in. So anyway, that's the reason I went with that. Another upgrade that I did was on the choke. I was really happy with the factory choke that was on it, but there may be some instances I want to shoot some TSS. You know, it's the latest crave, so I'd like to be able to shoot TSS. And I contacted Mossberg and asked them, could I shoot TSS through their turkey choke? And they said absolutely not. So I went with their recommendations, and I decided not to do that. But I went with the Carlson's Longbeard choke, and it's a 660 constriction. And the only reason I went with that is because it matches my Longbeard XR shells. But eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out multiple chokes and stuff. But right now this is where we're at. So far what I've done is I've taken some low brass loads at close range, and got my point of aim and point of impact the same for my red dot. So next step is I want to just fire hopefully 3 shots, 1 at 20, 1 at 30, and 1 at 40, which that's the most ranges that people's going to be sighting their guns in. And you know, the videos that you're going to see on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, that's where it's going to be the ranges that they're shooting at. Not to mention anything over 40, I'm about blind anyway, so I don't think I could shoot a turkey that far anyway. So with that said, like I said, I'm going to start out at 20, and we're going to see where we're at. So I'm going to get this gun loaded up. Something else I forgot to mention, and I know people will be asking about that in the comments, is yes, I will clean in between each shot. So I've got my cleaning rod and stuff, so I'll run some cleaner through it and clean it and repeat the process. All right, guys, I'm going to get it loaded up, and we'll pick back up when we're getting ready to fire at the target. Ready? Go there and take a look at it. That way we get a closer inspection of it. I was aiming right there. I'd say it looks pretty good. Maybe a fuzz to the right, but I ain't gonna judge off that yet until we move on that to 30 and 40. As far as up and down, the pattern looks good up and down. I'd say I'd kill a turkey at 20 yards so far.
Yeah. Just took the beard off too.
Yeah, I took that one off. But yeah, definitely that sight kind of brought everything back where I need it. All right, let's move her back to 30 and try another one. Woo. 2 jackets on, it still kicks.
And people want to complain.
Yeah. I'm hoping I really ain't got to do much adjusting because this crap ain't cheap. Especially when people complain about you shooting in the comments and they didn't have to buy the shells. So that's a really good looking pattern at 30 yards.
So too. Be happy with that any day.
Guys, I'm sitting there, I'm putting my bead right here where the feather line meets the top of the head right here. So I'm trying to center this circle right here. I think that looks pretty good too. So we're gonna move it out to 40 and try that. And if 40 still looks good, I'm gonna probably bite the bullet and shoot a TSS number 9 through it, Federal TSS.
$11.50 down the drain.
Well, the good thing, guys, is I bought these pre-COVID, so they wasn't as expensive back then when I bought them. But I've been hoarding them. All right, hopefully this is the next to the last shot. This is 40 yards with the Longbeard XR number 5s in a 3-inch with the Carlson Longbeard choke and a 660 constriction. So let's hope everything looks good there. That way I can move on and shoot that expensive 1 round of TSS at the same range at 40 yards. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I see a lot of people shooting long distances. Man, my eyes is not what they used to be. So that 40 yards for me right now looks like it could be 1,000,000 miles away. So we're gonna give her another shot. I hope this video is kind of helped some of you guys, because you know, I know there's several people that's probably got this particular firearm out there, and hopefully just what little bit of testing we're able to do will kind of help you in your decisions of stuff that you want to, you know, upgrades and things like that. Maybe it's a kind of a shortcut for you to get to where you want to get to. But I'm really liking this firearm. I really do. It's very light. And if you go back and watch the other video, we had a couple of, or Christy, a couple of questions, and one of them was this, it had a shell holder on the side of it. I did take it off because I didn't like it. I felt like it would catch on things. It caught on like honeysuckle vines and, you know, just different things like that. And same thing, it had on the front here, it had a little sling here that you could put your hand in. And I felt like it just was cumbersome to me. I felt like I had to stick my hand in it, and if I put my hand on top of it, it wasn't comfortable. So I wanted to take anything that made it uncomfortable, I wanted to take it out of the picture. And so I took that off and I took this off, and I feel like it feels a lot more comfortable to me. It's, like I said, it's a very light gun and very comfortable to shoot. Although it is like the traditional Mossberg now, it will rattle your teeth a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as the 835 does, because it shoots those 3.5s. But again, I'm gonna shoot this target here at 40 yards. I can kind of see some red down there, so I kind of know where I'm aiming at. And hopefully at 40 yard it'll look as good as the 20 and the 30 did, but just about anybody's gun's gonna look good at 20. Let's see how it looks at 40. Let's see what this last shot here does. Get my hearing aid in. All right, that's 40. Let's take a look at that. And if we're liking what we see, we'll move on to that one shot of TSS and see what it does at 40. And hopefully we'll have this one set up ready to kill some turkeys this year. At 40, I might have to pick some out of the breast, but I still think that's a pretty good pattern, guys. What do y'all think? That's a dead bird. Let's see here. Got what, 4 in the brain area. I know some guys want to just count the bird itself, but you're supposed to count this circle, everything inside that circle, which makes for the turkey's head movement side to side. So I'm happy with that, and that'd kill birds all day long. And I could probably stretch it on out to 50, but like I said, I have trouble seeing at 40. So I'm gonna throw another target on here and shoot a number 9 Federal TSS through it and see what we got going on, see what the pattern looks like. All right, Federal TSS. Woo. Gotta love it.
Well, you had any feelings it was gonna loose, you know for sure now.
Yeah, good thing they're all on the right side.
Bad thing, I could fucking cushion over here.
That's all part of it. Awful funny how you don't feel that whenever you're squeezing down on a bird.
Thank God.
I guess I can kind of see why folks shoot TSS. Wow. Wow.
Well, what you gonna be shooting?
Well, like what me and Chris talked about, because we're poor folks, we'll probably have that first shot coming out of the barrel of TSS followed up by 2 Longbeards. Dang. What do you guys think? Is it pattern that good at 40 yards? What's it gonna look like at 30? I don't have enough money to check it, so I'm just gonna assume it's gonna look good at 30. That is a very good pattern though.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I'm happy with that, so I know what I'm gonna be hunting with this year. I lost his beard again. Good grief.
Every time.
Oh well. Oh well. I'll take that any day. But I think that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I plan on doing more with this gun just to check out some different chokes and stuff. But right now for this turkey season, it looks like I'm gonna be using that Vortex Venom with that Carlson's Longbeard choke. First round's gonna be a TSS number 9 shot. So granted, guys, I know it's got a lot more pellets in it, but you know, sometimes it's worth it just about being able to say I can take that turkey home. That is a better pattern than the Longbeard, so I would be crazy not to shoot that. And matter of fact, like I said, I've got 2 boxes that I bought pre-pandemic, so it wasn't that hard on the wallet back then. So I'm going to shoot them and work on getting a different type of choke. If you guys got any comments that you want to leave, feel free to please leave a comment. We love answering, and we try to answer everybody that leaves a comment. And if you got a particular choke you'd like us to try in that weapon, you let me know. We'll see about trying to get our hands on it and fire it through there and see what we get out of it. But either one of them, Longbeard XRs with that Carlson's choke or the TSS, you can kill a bird with it. But I hope this video was somewhat educational. If not, just at least maybe you get something out of it. Like I said before, that way maybe it can save you a little bit of money, kind of give you a starting point to where you want to start at. But as always, man, we appreciate all you guys watching. Please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And till next time, gobble, gobble, gobble.